Welcome back, everybody. This is A to Z Sports Talk. I'm AJ, back with Conlan and Zach. Already episode 6. Time's just flying by here, it seems like. But for this episode, we have a little bit of pretty much all the major sports to talk about. A couple other segments, non-sports related as well. So it should be a great episode. Not gonna lie, guys, I missed you this week. How are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm exhausted, but I had a good week. School went well. I had a busy beginning of the week, and then last night went out to the bars with some friends. Haven't been out with them in a while. Didn't go out at all last weekend, and just absolutely fantastic time. It was the best night like going out I've had
Best night of your life
in a very, very long time, and so it was great. Had a couple wins when we were out. Yeah, good time.
Nice. Yeah, I had a busy school week to start the week, and then some family come down. Went to a lot of basketball games, North Carolina and Duke game. We lost both, unfortunately. Also got a job, so that's good.
Ooh.
I have to be a actual adult now.
Yeah,
So that's exciting.
Hey, tell them where.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Following
Trevor Lawrence has
following Trevor Lawrence everywhere.
Yeah, he actually DM'd me after I got the job. Like, he just knew I applied, and yeah, I'm staying with Trevor and Marissa. Me and Kaylee are gonna stay with them.
but yeah, last night too. So I have on here. I was going to tell you guys about it. And
Oh,
I didn't want to like give away what I was going to tell you about, so I didn't like actually write everything. And I have like a little abbreviations. I know AJ, you're on the doc. You can see it.
I just see it right now.
Dude, I don't even know. I can't even figure out what these mean. I know two of them. One I'm going to talk about off the episode, but no. So I almost got in a fight last night at the bar, and I'm not a super confrontational person, but like every once in a while,
I respectfully disagree. Sometimes you're a little confrontational.
I guess it just
Sports
depends. It just depends. So yeah, no, this dude, granted, he was at a college bar, like all college students. He was the only like old guy there, and he was probably like 50. He was graying, and he was just like making everyone super uncomfortable, just like being really weird. And so I basically told him like he needs to like leave, and it escalated a little bit, and then the two bouncers came over. And I was like, thank you, guys. Thank you for doing your job like 5 minutes after it needed to be done.
And then they take you out instead.
Yeah, exactly. No. But it was a good time. And then I'll have to figure out what those other abbreviations mean later. I just woke up from like a 2-hour nap.
Did you say you wrote this last night?
No, I wrote this morning.
Oh, okay.
After last night.
Still feeling the effects this morning.
I'm just so tired. I was just in class today, and I look over at my roommate because we were taking notes, and I was just like sitting there, just like staring off into space. And I looked at him, and I go, I'm on another planet right now, dude. It's just like I had nothing, like I could not focus at all. Yeah, riding the struggle bus today.
I got you. Yeah, Zach and I will carry the load today then.
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, like great spirits and everything. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
And normally, like, you know, the day after you regret, and you're just like, oh man, I drank too much. Like, not at all. I just am tired, but I'm in a great mood.
That's good.
We're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good.
And it was my birthday this week, guys. So that was fun.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Getting old. Yeah.
22 now.
How old are you? Like 27?
I know. Dude, the amount of times, especially when I had the beard grown out, that I got 26, 27 years old.
The beard makes you look a lot older.
Even now?
If you shaved it off, you'd have a baby face.
Well, what about compared to my bigger beard? Not really a difference, or?
Not too different. I don't know.
Yeah, not a whole lot different. Except when it was like really, really big and bushy.
Yeah, never going back to that. That was a one-time thing. But no, it was good to spend time with family and friends. We got a dinner tonight that we're gonna go out and celebrate. But
where are you going?
We're going Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, old reliable.
I've actually never been there.
Oh, really?
It's good,
Is
man.
Is it
I thought
actually
like
as good?
yeah, I thought it was just like a cheesecake spot, but then the food's like legit too.
Except like a slice of the cheesecake. It's not like it doesn't look that big. It's like 1,500 calories.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's a big weekend coming up here. Once a year, always the Super Bowl coming up here. And I think we talked about our picks last week. And we talked about it a little off air, but do you guys have a score prediction and who you think is going to win?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll pick Cincinnati, not picking the Rams, obvious reasons. 28-24. Just
cause.
just sounds good. And then are we doing MVPs too?
Yeah, throw out an MVP.
T. Higgins.
That's what I thought.
I'm struggling because I really hate picking the Rams to win, but I do think they'll win. I don't think it'll be that close of a game, if I'm being honest. I think the Bengals are really going to struggle offensively. So I got Rams 24-13. MVP. I feel like an MVP is always the quarterback. Or
Yeah.
so I think switch it up and say Cooper Kupp.
There you go.
I like it. What about like Aaron Donald or
I thought about that too, but
because didn't when the Broncos won it, didn't Von Miller win it? Maybe.
Yep. I think he did.
So
that was
yes,
against the Seahawks, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was the last
Yeah.
defensive player to win it.
No, that was against the Panthers. They got
You're
blown
right.
out against the Seahawks.
You're right.
Yeah, there's only been like two defensive players win the MVP in the last 20 years.
Jeez.
Well, there's gonna be a third one, and it's gonna be Aaron Donald. I predict 3 sacks and a strip fumble. I got Rams 24-20. And Aaron Donald MVP. Don't want the Rams to win. I hope it's like that Super Bowl with the Patriots and Rams a couple years ago, where there's like no offense.
The
and both teams are
boringest
just
football game ever.
Struggling. Yes. I hope it's like that because I dislike both.
Yeah.
But it's better than a Rams Chiefs Super Bowl, that's for sure. This is at least watchable. This is watchable.
Still not like enjoy watching it, but
did you have some betting picks? Some fun betting
yeah,
picks or something for the Super Bowl?
I found a lot of the Super Bowl every year. They always have a lot of additional fun prop bets that are really funny, and so I found like quite a bit of those, and I'll kind of just read through them real quick. So on this first website, it has the first question is: will Al Michaels or Chris Collinsworth say the spread or total? So that's kind of. Another one is how many times will Roger Goodell be shown? It's over under 1.5. This one's kind of funny. Will Joe Burrow be compared to Malachi Culkin, the Home Alone kid? Can't really say his name.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin or whatever.
Yeah. Will Joe Burrow be shown smoking a cigar? Probably. Which Hollywood
just shown in general?
Like from his past.
Okay. Yeah, that's
they'll probably
happen.
show when they beat Clemson. That's where my hatred began with him.
Yeah.
Will Joe Burrow? Oh wait, no. Sorry. Which Hollywood landmark will be shown first? Hollywood sign or Hollywood Walk of Fame or leading the odds? What LA road, city, zip code will be said first? Which celebrity will be shown first? Leonardo DiCaprio has the best odds and has Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian. Which celebrity / athlete will be shown first? Probably LeBron James, bandwagon on another football team like he always does.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Are you gonna like him if he wears Ram stuff?
No, I don't like that, and I also don't like who was it? Oh, his Cowboys stuff that he used to wear.
Yeah, and then he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan."
Yeah.
Sure you are.
Did you have a Gatorade one?
Oh, I have it on the next one. This one I think is kind of funny. What will be said first during the game? COVID or Omicron? I don't know why. I just thought that was funny. All right, here's This next website's pretty funny. Oh, will any scoring drive take less time than it takes to sing the national anthem?
Dang. Do we know who's doing the anthem? Is that something that we know before going into it usually, or is that?
I would think so.
Is there like is there like a halftime bet for that too?
Yeah, there's one coming
You
up.
got him. Okay.
Which company airs the first commercial after the coin toss? Which one has the best? I think Bud Light and Budweiser are both 15-1. St. Louis.
I'm excited
Or
for
you
that
can pick the
halftime
field.
show.
Are you?
What?
Yeah, I wasn't at all. I thought it might be really messy. It was bad.
Got Eminem.
A couple of years ago they had Travis Scott, I believe, right?
That was one of the worst performances
It
I've ever
was
seen.
so bad, and I was a little worried
Yeah.
about this one. Might be kind of similar, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that teaser trailer for the halftime show. That was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Who is it again?
Yeah.
It's Eminem, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar,
Mary J. Blige,
Mary
Snoop
J.
Dogg.
Blige, Snoop. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
I think that's all 5.
Yeah, this is the halftime one. It says, "What's the first song performed at the halftime show?" "Lose Yourself" is actually any other song is leading, I think. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
What color will the Gatorade be that is dumped on the head coach? You got orange, clear / water. Okay, no one's gonna put water on them. Yellow, red, blue, purple. Red is like the most betted on. Purple is the least. If the Bengals win, it'll be orange, I bet.
Do you guys have a favorite Gatorade flavor?
I like the white one, like it's like white cherry or something.
Glacier cherry.
Yeah, glacier cherry.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. It's the glaciers.
Yeah. And I think what's the dark blue called?
Cool Blue.
Berry blue. Cool. Or is Cool Blue the white one, or the lighter blue?
The lighter blue is Glacier Freeze.
Okay, so yeah, I like Cool Blue over Glacier Freeze. I don't think Glacier Freeze is like watery to me. I don't know why.
All right, I got a couple more bets.
Okay.
How many times will the chains be used for a measurement? Over under 1.5. And then I kind of like this one. Who will the Super Bowl MVP of the game thank first? Teammates, coach, family, God, owner? Does not thank anyone. I thought that was funny.
Teammates, I think.
I say they're gonna be God. It's always like, first I'd like to thank God.
Yeah, the man above. Yeah. I'll go family. Yeah, I'll go family.
Yeah, those are my Super Bowl prop bets.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, those are the ones I like the most.
Yeah, I think I said this. I already forgot, but I'm going blue for Gatorade color.
Blue.
Yeah.
I'm going orange.
Oh, wait a second, Conlan. I totally forgot. Lemon lime is my favorite flavor.
Oh, wow.
The original?
The yellow.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, is that the actual original flavor?
I think it's the original.
Yeah, it is. I think so.
Yeah,
no, that one's good.
Lime.
I'd say probably that Cool Blue.
I got you.
The dark blue.
And Zach, you said Glacier Cherry?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, usually I hope for a really good Super Bowl game, but I hope this one's absolutely miserable for everybody to watch. And I hope Joe Burrow gets attacked by Aaron Donald all night. So.
I hope Cincinnati fans own the Rams Stadium. Just overflow. Did you guys see the Super Bowl rallies? So the Bengals had one. They had it in their stadium, and they filled the like whole lower bowl, and they had 30,000 people. The Rams had theirs at like a high school stadium and only had like 2,000 people there.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it last week? Or 2 weeks ago, I guess. The Niners like owned that whole stadium. It seemed like.
Yeah.
They filled up the whole place. I guess. Do you guys have anything else for the Super Bowl? We kind of touched on it last week, anyway.
Yeah.
I have something on Gatorade flavors. Have you ever had strawberry lemonade or raspberry lemonade Gatorade?
No.
Yeah, because that's all you have in your house.
It was so good.
Another NFL topic going on. There was some coaching hirings Lovie Smith went to Houston. He was just like nowhere, right? He didn't come.
He
from
was
anywhere,
with
right?
Houston last year.
Oh, was he like a
I think
coordinator?
so.
He was previously with Chicago, right?
And then Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay. Dennis Allen, I guess, wasn't he the defensive coordinator for the Saints? And he
Yeah.
filled in. He got the job. And then Mike McDaniel went from San Francisco to Miami. Have you guys seen Mike McDaniel before? Have you seen his photo or anything?
But he has like the glasses and like a beard,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
he looks so young.
Yeah.
Like
He's the offensive
but-
coordinator, right?
yes.
I thought Miami should get an offensive coach with Tua.
For Tua, yeah. Yeah, maybe that'll help Tua out a little bit. I have a lot of belief in Tua. I don't think he's a bum or anything like that. I think he's going to be good.
I think he'll be okay.
You're
Be good.
not super high on him?
I don't think he'll be like a superstar.
I don't think he'll ever be a star, but I think
I think
he'll
he's
be-
kind of wimpy. I don't know. I feel like he gets hurt a lot.
What's his ceiling? Do you think he's a Super Bowl quarterback?
If they have a really good team around him,
Okay.
Yeah.
What about top 10 quarterback eventually?
top 15.
15?
Yeah, I'd say he's
Okay.
always going to be middle pack.
Okay. But yeah, those are, I think, the only three coaching. I thought there was another one. I didn't write it down, but I thought there was another one. You guys know it all? Those are the three that I wrote earlier in the week. But yeah. Yeah, not much else going on NFL wise besides Super Bowl talk. And
Hopefully, there's
I
some
guess
good
we could-
commercials.
there always are. Yeah. But I guess we can move on to NBA. Do you guys have any NBA stuff this week, or is that just me?
I can talk some of the trades that went down.
I got
Really
you.
all I guess the skills, they pick people for the skills showdown.
Yes. So isn't that Antetokounmpo brothers? There's like a Cavaliers group or something.
And then rookies
I saw Cade Cunningham was in that.
and Scotty Barnes and Josh Giddey, maybe.
Okay.
Not positive.
So one of the things is like the half court shot.
Yeah.
In that I don't have the Antetokounmpo brothers winning that because I think that might take them a little while. That's the only reason.
I feel
why.
like I think everyone's gonna think that, then somehow Giannis is gonna make it on the first shot and go absolute bonkers.
No, like you said though, it was trade deadline this week, so a ton of things went down, and it was I was watching like the show going into the trade deadline, and there wasn't much going on, and then bang, Harden was traded for Simmons. A buddy asked me right before that, do I think Harden's going anywhere? And I was like, no way. I don't think that he will. But there was a couple other ones too. Karis, this is earlier in the week. Karis LeVert went to the Cavaliers from Indiana for Ricky Rubio and some picks.
I like that.
I think I love that for the Cavaliers. Like their starting shooting guard was Okoro. We talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now they have like a scoring wing player like that.
And it adds Okoro's a good young defender, so it adds depth to their team.
Exactly. Yeah, with all the defensive bigs they have.
Yeah,
They have-
I like their team.
They're scary. They could shock some people.
Old school.
Another big one was Sabonis. I didn't think he was going anywhere. The Pacers were just getting rid of everybody.
I know.
Sabonis for Halliburton healed, and those were the main two pieces. There was another piece in there.
Did they give him a pick?
Yeah, and I think Justin Holiday went to
Yeah,
Sacramento.
Justin Holiday.
But I think, well, I mean, what do you think? I think it helps both teams.
I think it helps both teams. I'm surprised the Kings got rid of Halliburton,
Mm-hmm.
but also they drafted Davion
Mit-
Mitchell, so they had like 3 point guards on their team.
Exactly.
And I think Marvin Bagley did get traded later, but
Yes, he went to.
he was
Detroit.
like just being kind of a diva like the whole time he's been there complaining about stuff. But like Sabonis is like 25 point, like he can average a triple double, and you got De'Aaron Fox who's electric.
Yeah, I think they're going to be great. I'm surprised Miles Turner wasn't traded off.
I saw something that said he's happy that Sabonis got traded because now he'll get to play center, and they said he's excited to play with Halliburton.
Okay. Yeah, Halliburton I think he's going to be like a star. Like
Really?
his, I don't know if you've seen his jump shot. It looks gross coming out of his hand. But I think he's going to be a star. He's kind of like I don't know. He's not small. He's a bigger guard. He takes care
Yeah,
of
he's
the
like
ball.
pretty tall.
Yeah. So, And Buddy Hield's my third favorite player. I always have a top three in like every sport. And Buddy Hield's my third favorite. I love him coming out of college. So I hope he does well there.
All I gotta say is Buddy Hield. When I play with him on 2K, automatic. Like I got his shot down.
Oh yeah,
so good.
And then another big name. I think this is the last big name that went. CJ McCollum went to the New Orleans. The CJ and Dame show finally split up. And he went for Josh Hart, Nikhil Alexander Walker, and Tomas Sadaransky. I think there might have been some picks thrown in there too somewhere. But yeah, so I hope CJ does well. I'm always cheering for him. I know he just had that lung collapse or kidney
something like that.
But I don't know. Dame's kind of just I don't know what Dame's status is moving forward either. I don't think
they freed up $60 million cap space, so I think they're going to try to sign someone big in the offseason.
I mean, they got to a Western Conference final.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I always was telling people like they just need like a legitimate wing player.
And they don't have that much depth though either.
No. And I think they're gonna go with a wing player to throw the money at though, because I don't know if you've seen Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
He's been popping off when Dame went down. So I think the idea was trade CJ, get some assets in return, and then have Dame and Anthony kind of run the show.
Yeah, and is Nazir Little hurt? Because he was starting to play pretty good for them, like averaging maybe around. This is off the top of my head. I have no idea. Yeah, he's just a big. I watched him when he played at North Carolina against Clemson. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's an NBA body for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I want to go back to that Harden Simmons trade. Who do you think won that one?
The Nets.
Right now, or the Nets in the future?
Nets in the future,
definitely
and
Nets in the future.
I think they're good now too with Simmons. I think honestly, it makes their team. I don't think it's, I guess, not better because Kyrie doesn't play every game because he's still being Kyrie. But Simmons is. Everyone says Simmons is. Oh, he sucks. He didn't shoot a layup. But also, I think Simmons is very unselfish as he averages 9 assists or 8 assists a game. And I think with Kyrie, they're going to play Simmons at power forward, which should have been his original position all the time because he's 6'10". So I think any offers the Nets defense, which would be good, but also, and they got Seth Curry, which is that's a good person to get. But Philadelphia, James Harden, Joel Embiid, pick and roll, game over.
I think I would say right now, Philly won because KD's injury, he's out like 6 to 8 weeks. I don't know how much he's got left, 4 to 6, something like that. Kyrie's availability is a huge thing.
That's why Harden left too. He's like, Kyrie's just being stupid.
And for me, Embiid is the otherworldly talent. He has no excuse now. He finally has his guard that can create. They have pieces around him. Tobias Harris. Andre Drummond also went to Brooklyn. That helps out their
that's going to help them a lot too
defensively, at the rim.
Honestly, it makes both teams better.
It really does, and we could see them in the Eastern Conference Finals unless the Bucks have something to say about it. But no, I think Harden's going to do well there. The Nets just worry me because they don't have much depth either. Seth Curry helps that. I think Drummond will be good, but with Kyrie's availability and KD being out right now, and Ben Simmons, like I'm not a hater on Ben Simmons. I think he got overhated for that, but I don't know. I want to see what he does when he comes back because again he hasn't played basketball in a long time now. So it might take him a while. And where they're at right now for the NBA, for each sport, I put like my 3 big things of the week. And my number 1 for the NBA was the Nets have lost 10 straight games. So, I mean, they really kind of need him to come in and
shows how important KD is.
Really. And I think KD was probably going to be my MVP, as much as I hate to say it. But with his injury.
Why do you hate KD so much?
It's a LeBron rivalry. And also KD personally, like he's still like 32 years old and he's acting like a kid all the time. Like he made the whole like snake thing he did in Instagram, like creating an own account to reply to to people hating on him. It's just
Honestly,
like,
I know you
just let
hate
him
that,
go.
but I
You
think
think
it's
it's
so
hilarious,
funny.
yeah.
I just think it's funny that he's like, how fans can just say whatever they want about players, and then players aren't supposed to say anything back. But if anyone says anything about Katie, he just goes straight at him for like,
I know.
he'll just get on Twitter and just go at him. And some of the stuff
Like-
he says is so funny,
He just keeps going.
relentless.
But no, yeah, they've lost 10 straight games. So I think they're gonna need like Ben to produce right now. And I think it might take them a little bit. So I think it's gonna hurt them. Maybe come playoff time, but they're slipping in the standings. I'll have to look it up. But like this leads to my second point. Like the Toronto Raptors, my boys have won 8 straight games and they're climbing. They're like the 4 or 5 seed now. And they're only like 2 or 3 games out of the 1 seed, which is incredible. And then my last thing was Luca dropped 51 last night, your boy, and Gary Trent Jr. for the Raptors dropped 42 last night, which was a career high, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, the trade deadline was the big thing NBA wise. I'm trying to see here.
I have a couple other trades I think are flying under the radar that I think Serge Ibaka to the Bucks. That helps them, like 7-footer.
He plays that like Brooke Lopez role, and Brooke's been out this
but I
whole
think
time.
he's a little bit better than Brooke Lopez, but
Mhm.
maybe not like offensively, but athletically. Well,
Do you
Brooke
know
Lopez played
Do you know how old he is?
32.
Okay, good guess. It's 32. I thought he was older than that. I thought he'd been around longer. But
Porzingis to the Wizards.
I was just about to say Kristaps. Yeah, and
I don't like that for the Mavericks
all
because they
got
don't
was
have any
Dinwiddie,
bigs.
right? No,
They have no one. They have Dwight Powell, Boban,
Mhm.
Maxi Kleba.
I don't know what Spencer Dinwiddie does for them because they already have the guy from Villanova.
Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he's been playing crazy.
And Luca handles the ball the majority of the time also. So I don't know what Dinwiddie's helping.
I don't know if they're gonna have like a 3-guard look or something.
And maybe go small, Dorian Finney-Smith at the 4 and Powell at the 5, unless I'm missing somebody. Yeah.
I don't like it. It's gonna be like Portland where they have 2 good guards and then no big man.
And Porzingis has been up and down throughout his career, but no, I wouldn't have gotten rid of him. I think it's great for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Especially if you can keep Beal.
Yeah.
You can kind of try to build around them. But any other trades that stood out to you? Or any other NBA?
I can remember.
That was all the stuff I had written down for this week. The Celtics have won 6 straight games. That's another thing.
The Celtics got Derek White, which I think is they did give up a first-round pick, but if they play good and get to the playoffs, it's going to be a later first round. I think Derek White's a proven player. He averages like 14 a game. Yeah,
I think that helps them a lot for sure. So what their starting lineup be? Smart, White,
Brown,
Tatum, and Robert Williams.
Yeah,
that's solid.
Not bad.
When they face a big in the playoffs like an Embiid, that's when it's going to be tough because
Robert Williams, he's undersized, but he's really good at blocking shots and getting boards. But
just physical wise.
And then they have Schroeder coming off the bench, and he's been playing, I think, good.
Yeah, he's been well this year.
I feel like I see one thing because I don't watch the NBA, and I'm like, oh, this guy must be playing really good all year.
But anything to say, Conlan?
Really, you guys hit it on the head. Killed it.
All right, right on. You guys have any segments? Take a little break here.
Oh, that's a question that I thought of when I was eating breakfast this morning.
All right, right on.
Do you guys put ketchup on your eggs?
Yes, I do.
I knew you were going to say yes, and that is so gross.
Yeah, and I eat it with a spoon.
Are you serious?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay, good.
You want to know something else? I put ketchup on my macaroni and cheese.
What?
Yeah. But what about like hot sauce and macaroni and cheese? Is that bad?
No, that's not bad.
But ketchup is?
Yeah, ketchup's weird.
It's not like a normal thing. Like if there's ketchup there, I'll put it in.
I'll put hot sauce on my eggs sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I'd put hot sauce and macaroni and cheese if it was like buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big spice person, so I'm not just gonna dump some hot sauce in my mac and cheese.
Well, I'll go down a little rabbit trail right here then. What's your favorite hot sauce? Do you have a favorite hot sauce?
No,
No, I never
That-
eat. I don't like hot sauce.
I
That
don't. Yeah,
Louisiana one. You know what I'm talking about?
the way you just looked down, I thought you were gonna pull it out of your pocket. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is this kid doing?
got my egg sauce here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a picture of it
I
for the
think I
YouTube
know
watchers.
what you're talking about.
Pistol
Yeah.
Pete's.
This one,
Frank's.
I'm trying to get it here.
Louisiana. It's literally just called Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Oh.
But Cholula or Cholulu, whatever it's called.
I don't love
That's it.
Cholula.
You don't?
No, it's I'd just go with Frank's Red Hot over Cholula.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like hot stuff though? Normally?
Oh, I like hot stuff. I don't like really spicy stuff where you like can't taste what you're actually eating.
Yeah. I used to be like that type where I would eat the really, really hot stuff. Until Hannah, we have this family friend that like would grow his own habanero peppers, and he would just crack like I don't know how to, like just smush it down into like just like a dust, and wouldn't do anything else to it. Just pour it on whatever, and he would give us like this little jar of it, and Hannah puts it on everything, and it just kills me. But yeah, she likes all that stuff.
You should we should get the one chip challenge and you should eat it and at the beginning of the show and see how you do.
That'd be a fun time. I couldn't do that.
I know.
I don't do well with heat.
I eat a jalapeno and I'm down for the count for a
That's
while.
how I am. I start like sweating, and it's just bad.
Maybe that's a like a short episode throughout the week. We all order one.
Oh,
And
I think it would kill me.
I think we would get some views for it.
I think it would literally kill me.
I would be down bad.
Go like 10 minutes without milk and ice cream or whatever.
No, so do you guys? This shows how like I think about spicy. Do you guys think like traditional wing sauce is spicy?
No.
To me, yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
A little bit spicy. It gets me going.
I like having a little sweat on my forehead.
Oh, I don't mind a little bit, but
No.
yeah.
All right. Well, in the NHL world, there was the All Star game last week. Any thoughts on how that went? We had some high expectations going into it.
So I didn't watch the actual like All Star game, but I also didn't watch the skills competitions live, but I watched them all like later, just recorded it or watched them on YouTube. And I thought the skills competitions were all pretty good, but they're pretty cool. I really liked the breakaway challenge. I thought that was really cool. I think Zegras obviously should have won it. Like everyone kind of agrees with that. But what he did was just unbelievable. Like completely blindfolded. And also, did you hear there was like a little story that I think it was their goalie, Anaheim's goalie, wrapped the towel around his head. And so he was supposed to only do it once so he could still kind of see a little bit, but he wraps it twice. And so Zegras goes, I panicked. He goes, I couldn't see anything. So he's like, I was freaking out. And so it just like did go according to plan.
Oh, wow.
But he crushed it. I mean, that was so cool.
And he was the one I think everybody was looking forward to seeing the most. And yeah, he didn't disappoint.
Yeah,
it was great to
definitely.
see our hometown boy Jordan Kyrou win the fastest skating competition. And then
Yeah, that was awesome.
I didn't get to watch the All Star game either.
I didn't watch
I
the All Star game.
I was out somewhere. It was like in the middle of the day. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was weird because it was like a
but no.
tournament. So
Yeah, but I saw he did really well. I think he had 2 goals and 2 assists in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good to see. Were you gonna say something, Zach? Did I cut you off?
No, you're good. I loved the all NHL skills challenge. I loved how they did the stuff on the fountain.
I really like that.
How they did the little shooting thing on the strip. They literally closed down a road of the strip. I just like it because I think it brings like attention to the NHL. And I think I was telling my mom or dad that the NFL skills challenge, they did it in a minor league baseball stadium with no one there watching. And the NHL, they're doing all this cool stuff in the arena and on the strip. I'm like, come on.
just do it. Yeah, just do it there every year.
Yeah.
But I like the blackjack on the strip. That was really cool, I thought.
How accurate they were, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. And then they were in the Bellagio fountains. That was really cool too.
It was so cool
I think
whenever they started shooting off the fountains. You could hear it like crashing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the fountains was my favorite part of the whole event.
Same.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then they had that girl in there, and the girl like gave them a run for their money.
yeah,
there
she
for
killed
a
it.
second.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
crushed
and
it.
She
who won
missed
that?
maybe 1 or 2 passes, and the guy right after he hit like won 100%, which is crazy too. Like she got like
Yeah, it was
20 seconds or something.
Zach Werenski, I think. Did he win it? The Columbus
don't know.
defenseman. Roman Yossi, I think was up there too.
Yeah.
But I think Werenski won it. I picked Huberdeau to win it. But
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
honestly
kinda hard
know
to-
anyone in it. So
he didn't do too well.
no, and he was the first one. It's also sucks going first. It's
Yeah,
like I don't know. But it's also kind of hard to predict a winner in those type of things.
the one I
Yeah.
didn't like that they kind of redid the format was that save streak. So instead of just doing individual goalies, they had it by division. I didn't like that.
I also think it went too fast.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean? Like it was just like go. Like we couldn't actually acknowledge the save, and also the camera view. I wish they had it a little higher. Like having it on ice is cool, I think, but like some of the times I couldn't even see if it went in the net until like the puck dropped. You know?
Yeah. So maybe they'll adjust that again.
Do you know where it's at next year?
Florida, I think.
Okay.
Jacksonville. Just kidding.
So that'd be pretty cool.
Where did the Florida Panthers play in Florida?
Miami.
Okay.
I am 2 hours away from Jupiter though for spring training.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll do some sideline
There you go.
reporting
Right on.
after AJ gets his job this summer.
I know. Yeah. Hopefully, you want to give the viewers a little invite or a little not invite, a little
Did you apply?
Insight. I haven't applied yet. I have it on my phone though.
Oh, you should.
I know. I talked to my parents about it. But yeah, what was it? A clubhouse assistant? I think it was what it was.
Yeah, where you get a basically assistant to the clubhouse person. On the description when I was reading it, it's like you get the sunflower seeds out ready for the game, like the bubble gum, anything any of the players need.
Yeah.
And they're
Well,
like,
they-
you must be knowledgable of baseball.
The current bat boy actually went to high school with me.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of odd. But yeah, something I'm definitely going to look into.
That is cool.
Let's see here.
Anything else NHL wise?
Yeah, I had really quick. I had my 3 big things of the week. I had the Maple Leafs as the hottest team in hockey. They had won 6 straight before last night. They lost to Calgary, I believe, 5-2. The Penguins look dangerous. They just keep on winning. And then my last thing was the Blues started really poorly to start the second half last night. Just didn't really look into it. Maybe they just all, partied all during break. I don't know, and just came out flat. But yeah, didn't look good. That's for sure.
Yeah, Blues definitely did not look good. But I had one thing too was the Brad Marchand suspension
Oh my gosh.
in that incident. So for those of you that don't know, he basically that was against the Penguins. Is that right?
Yes, Tristan Jarry.
Yeah, so he punched Tristan Jarry in the head
with like 13 seconds left. Just sucker punched him,
and just punched him in the side of the head when Jarry was still like in the crease, just sitting in the like just sitting there. Basically, there was a scrum, and Marchand comes over to him and just punches him in the side of the head. And of course, everyone gets into it, and then he's skating off the ice, Marchand, and he like smacks at him with his stick. It's like, God dang, man. It's like he must have been hot about something. And I don't know the whole backstory, like what happened, but even
Jarry
earlier.
Like you could see Jarry's head moving toward him. Like he was saying something to him, but still no reason for what he did. Like no excuse.
But yeah, so he got 6 games, which is
pretty...
I was hoping for 10 plus, honestly. I know it sounds egregious, but
I was
hoping for something huge.
I mean, six seems about right. I thought it'd be like 8, but that's still tough for Boston because they're in that playoff hunt. And I mean, they're still going to make the playoffs, I'd imagine, but I mean, they're losing their top scorer for 6 games, so we'll see how they do.
Anything else you guys want to say NHL wise here? Wasn't a whole lot of games since the break.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on.
There'll be more next week. Again, not much to talk about MLB wise either. I do have one thing that I kind of want to. I guess we could debate it because I think
I put it on the thing if you saw it.
Yeah, you want to go for it?
Yeah, sure. So Rob Manfred had a press conference yesterday on Thursday, and I was honestly hoping for his resignation, but that didn't happen. But he actually had some promising news to say though. He said that spring training's on track. Was not expecting that. Hopefully that's good. He's like, they're hoping to start this season on time. And then he said that they accepted a universal DH for the National League and American League, obviously. And then no draft pick compensation. Is that the other thing?
Yeah, that was the other
I don't
thing,
honestly know what that means, because there's some stuff with MLB with like players and stuff where I'm just like completely don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, what do you think universal DH was?
Like, I see why people like it. Like, you're gonna say it prevents injuries of pitchers, but I also think having it just takes away so much of the game that makes it interesting. Like, you're not gonna see really any more like double switches or I don't know, bunting in general. Because I don't know, it's exciting. The pitcher's up, there's running for you, bunt him over, then, or he's on second, you bunt him over to third, you sacrifice fly him in, or you pinch it for the pitcher and then you double switch with the other guy, so then the pitcher spots like a different, like, so you can go another whatever to get him in. I don't know. I just like all that strategy stuff, a part of the game. And also I think the DH makes the games a lot longer because all American League games are just so long. And I don't know, not a huge fan of it.
I agree with you. I don't really love it. Like you said, it just takes away a lot of like the strategy behind baseball, which I like because baseball is a slow game anyways. And so if you're going to be slow, have a little bit of small ball, have a little bit of strategy, like add a little more to it. And I think even with the pitcher spot, we've gotten away from that a lot in the last, since I've even like growing up watching baseball. It's the home run era. You either like strike out or you hit a home run.
I'm not a fan of that.
To me, it's not near as exciting, and it's not what I consider like baseball, I guess, quote unquote.
Well, once again, I gotta disagree. I would say years past, I'm 100% with you guys. I've always hated the idea of it. When they first talked about it, it's like, no way. Because I agree with you guys. I love the strategy of the game. Baseball is such a strategic game, unlike all other sports, pretty much, where you really have to think as a manager and like shifting and like there's so much thought process behind it. But I did write it down a couple things that I thought why I like it. First one is the one you mentioned. They prevent pitcher injuries as much, and I don't know about other teams as much as us, but in 2011, 2012, something like that, Ueno had the ACL or Achilles tear coming out of the box. Last year, KK injured something in his hamstring, I believe, running down to first base. And then the big one for me was Jack Flaherty pulling his oblique, swinging at Dodger Stadium, and that hurt our season big time, I thought. Another one I have is prolonged careers. Like, you're going to see guys that just hit well, that they can just play that DH spot. And that leads me to another point of new jobs for players. Like, this is like Kyle Schwarber, for example. He's got a pretty strong arm, but he's a terrible fielder. I mean, he looks terrible out there. Even Matt Holliday, whenever he was around, his ability to field, and like Albert Pujols, like, you're going to see Albert play consistently, maybe in a National League team, maybe a Cardinal. Who knows? We'll see how that
hopefully
goes. Yeah, hopefully. And my last thing, I just thought about it and I wrote it down now, was like, I love when pitchers go deep into games. So like, I love like like Lance Lynn was always my favorite pitcher for the Cardinals because like he had that edge to him and he didn't want to come out of the game. So I hate seeing Jack Flaherty, and I know they throw so much harder than like people did in the 80s and 90s. But like Jack Flaherty, for example, will go into the 7th inning. Well, he'll end the 6th with like 94 pitches, and he's up 2nd the next inning. And you're like, oh well, I guess we'll pinch hit for him. He's at 94. Well, now you can just say, hey, let's throw him out there because he doesn't have to hit. You know, we don't have to like waste the bat off the bench. So I see your guys' side with it for sure. And I'm not against it. I'm not against that strategic idea and thought process at all because I'm totally with that. But I do see the benefits now that I didn't see before. So I'm not totally against it, I guess. Any response?
Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense.
I get what you're saying, but I still don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
got you.
I don't love it. It definitely makes sense what you're saying. I just personally like I'd rather watch a baseball game with the pitcher hitting.
I will miss like the bunting factor coming in. I do like it for us Cardinals fans, like a guy like Nolan Gorman. You know, our infield is so packed with talent. You could throw him at second base. Sure. Let's say Paul DeYoung goes off, then you have shortstop filled. I love Tommy Edman at second for what he does for that a second baseman. So it gives Gorman a spot like right in the lineup if you want to try it right off the bat.
Well,
But
Edmund
yeah,
could play shortstop.
I know we talked about that.
That was his original position, I think.
Yeah, I think it was too. I'm hoping I'm cheering for Paul DeYoung to just pop off right off the bat.
It'd be nice.
But I like what you said at the beginning about him, Manfred coming out and saying like the season's on track right now. That's good to hear. So hopefully it happens.
So.
I think we only have one more sport here, and I have a little bit to talk about. I don't know if you guys do college basketball wise, and then a little bit Olympic talk. College basketball, I'll be really short and sweet with it. It was just a big upset week. We started with Monday night. I watched the whole game with a friend. We were watching it, and Virginia took down Duke on the road on the last second three. A couple of bad turnovers late, just mental mistakes by, I don't remember Roach's first name for Duke.
Jeremy.
Remember? Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy Roach didn't close out on a guy for the three to win it. Then he had a turnover under the basket where he thought he was by himself, and the guy came up behind and poked it out. But I have a list of the upsets here, and it's kind of crazy. Arkansas knocked off number 1 Auburn.
I watched that end of that game.
Did you?
Did you see their coach after he won? He was ripped off his shirt.
No, I
Eric
didn't. I saw the guy dunk it at the end. I saw that.
Oh yeah, I thought the Auburn guy. He started running at him like he was going to fight him.
I know. Michigan beat Purdue, which is a big one, and that was last night. So I'm going, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going in order of like most recent to less recent. So okay. Michigan beat Purdue last week. SMU over number 6 Houston. Rutgers over number 16 Ohio State. Oklahoma over number 9 Texas Tech by 15. And then Virginia beat Duke on, I believe, Monday night. And then Texas, number 20 Texas beat Kansas, which was a big win for Texas. I have a big game to watch tomorrow. I would say on Saturday afternoon, Texas against Baylor. I think that's a big one. Baylor's been struggling. Texas is rolling right now. Big 12, it's always physical and tough. And then my last thing was SLU for any of the local guys listening. SLU's 17-6 now. They've won 7 straight, I believe. They're rolling. I think we have an actual professional talent in Yuri Collins as our point guard. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's only a sophomore. He had a 35-point triple-double the other night, or not triple-double, 35-point game with like 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Dang, can't talk.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it was a good night. And he wasn't known for scoring at all, and he's starting to get that going. But yeah, I tried to go through that really quick and sweet there. Anything else you guys got to say college basketball wise? Any Notre Dame or Clemson talk?
We got a big game tomorrow. Notre Dame would probably beat us, but
yeah, Notre Dame's won three in a row now after losing to Duke. After Duke lost on Monday, we won Wednesday against Louisville. We've only lost 1 game at home. I think we're 10-1 at home now, with that loss to Duke. And then So we're tied first in ACC, which it's been a really long time since we've been in that position. I don't think we're a great team. We roll 7 out a night, which really hurts us in the second half. We're always gassed. But then one of our 7 guys, our starter, our leading rebounder, got hurt last Saturday, I believe. So he's out, not really sure his status, not sure when he'll be back. So right now we really are rolling 6 guys. And so that definitely makes me nervous. But yeah, we play Clemson tomorrow. So.
Definitely
7 p.m. on
expectations, right?
Something.
Definitely exceed expectations, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I'll talk some Clemson, I guess. Or this whole week, it was a big home Clemson basketball week, and we have performed very poorly. Tuesday, we played North Carolina. We lost by 2. It was a really fun game, back and forth. The atmosphere was incredible. All the games this year, regardless of the team, like we're 500 team right now, but students have been packing the stands like every game. I think a game against Pitt, it was like they had the most students there since like 2015, where like the section was full, but because not all the tickets were sold, they started just putting more students up higher and like just normal seats. So it was pretty fun. North Carolina game was really fun, back and forth. They took the lead with about 3 seconds left. Caleb Love from CBC, who played at CBC, he drove in and threw it to Brady Manick, who played at Oklahoma last year. He made a layup. And then we had like this really good play at the end of the game, to get a 3. And so I really like this play. I'm not going to remember it. Like whenever I coach in Little League at some point, maybe I'm going to throw this out there. But they had like our 2 guards kind of between the 3-point line and half court towards the inbounder. And then our big guy kind of in the middle, like right by them. And so our big guy kind of screened for both of them, and they like wrapped around, both ran and wrapped around. So they thought we were going to throw it to them. Then our big guy went to the ball. They threw it to him. He caught it. And then the inbounder streaked up the court, and they threw it to him really quick, just like kill it, pass it to him. And then there was a guy in the corner, and when he dribbled down, he came up and we passed to him. And we got a good look off. He was just short. So we lost. It was a good game and exciting. Got to see Caleb Love. It's kind of cool. He played pretty good down the stretch. Last night went to the Duke game, packed crowd, students. Line was wrapped around the stadium. Duke people were walking by them. They're all booing them. They got in. Stadium was packed. It was rocking. It was full. The only thing is Duke is just recruiting makes a difference, because they were just all just more athletic and bigger than us. And
they're a team full of NBA talent.
Yes.
Bancaro and
yeah.
Mark, you got to see Mark Williams in person.
He's a big boy. He had like 4 dunks.
Yeah.
Like our PJ Hall 6'10", and he's pretty strong, but Mark Williams is 7'1".
Yep.
But so Hunter Tyson, he's a senior, and he's one of our starters. He broke his collarbone, I think last weekend, so he was out, which he averages 10 points for us, so that's a big loss. So we put in a freshman for his position, and he's guarding Banchero to start off the game, and Banchero was kind of settling and taking jump shots, and I'm like, you're facing like a freshman who weighs probably like 50 pounds lighter than you are. I'd take him to the basket. Banchero, I think, only had 12 points, which to me is a win. Like this guy played pretty good defense on him. But a funny thing is early in the season, Banchero with Coach K's grandkid got like a DUI. So every time they're at the free throw line, the whole students section started chanting DUI.
That's what they were chanting. I couldn't put it together.
It was so funny. But did you guys see the foul that the Clemson player put on Wendell Moore?
I was not going to end this conversation without bringing that up.
When I saw it in person, I was like, it just happened so fast. I was like, what even happened? And then I watched the video last night, and he like put his shoulder in him and took him. Like, he shouldn't have done that. But he did apologize to the Wendell Moore and Coach K before he got off. but he's suspended. So against Notre Dame, we don't have 2 starters. Hunter Tyson hurt for the season, and then David Collins suspended. So let's see if we can keep it within 10.
Yeah. I will say with Banchero, like the game against Virginia that they lost, he was 3 for 8 going into the second half, or maybe I think it was 3 for 8 that game. And the second half, he took 1 shot, and that one shot was the last shot of the game in the corner, and it was like at the buzzer, it went off the side of the backboard on like a full court pass. So like they were doubling him in the post, and like he was not being aggressive at all. He was fading away with his passes, and I got to see most of the game last night, and it kind of seemed like the same thing. Like he's going to be a top 3 pick, and I expect him to like just dominate, and he's getting really passive when they're putting pressure on him.
I know that's probably your first time you ever watched for Clemson. PJ Hall, our center, he put up, I think 15 points, maybe 18.
That sounds right.
Against Mark Williams, he's a really good defender, but against North Carolina, he put up 24. He was stride for stride. It was just him and Armando Bacot going back and forth, and it was pretty fun to watch 2 bigs just going at it.
Yeah. You guys got any bets going on against each other for tomorrow's game?
I'll throw $10 in the game if you want.
Okay, sure.
All right, cool.
I'll be there.
You guys have any Olympic talk to finish this thing off?
Yeah, I got something to say about the Olympics. So there was this. My dad actually showed me this picture, and it was an aerial shot of the Olympics, and it's supposed to be like in a mountain, like it's in a mountain, but all the snow that is the Olympics is 100% artificial. It's like the fake Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I know they want it to be next to Beijing, but
yeah.
And then also the men's and women's big air for skiing. I guess it's where snowboarding will be too. It's not even in the mountain. They literally just built this thing in an old steel mill. So it's around it's no snow at all. So it's all artificial as well. And I'm like, come on. Let's get it back to Utah where they get like 500 inches of snow every year.
Where was the last Winter Olympics held at? Do you know?
Sochi? Or was that too long? Or Pyeongchang? One of those.
It was, I think, South Korea, right?
Yeah, Pyeongchang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have like, we talked a little off air before we started this. Do you have like a question about the Olympics for us? Something about which sport we would want to compete
Oh yeah,
in?
Conlan talked about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't do it. I just asked what Olympic sport you thought you could compete in if you had like started like training when you were 6 years old or 3 years old or whatever it may be.
I have some. I'll do. So I've skied since I was like 4. So I'm gonna do not the alpine skiing because that goes too fast and that's a little too scary. But it's either the Super G or the giant slalom, which it's kind of in between alpine, where you're basically taking not like a few turns and you're just basically pointing down a mountain, versus slalom, which is really fast, quick turns, and it's those poles that stick out of the ground. They like hit them. So it's basically like an alpine, but more turns, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you're going fast, but not as fast. And then I'll say a second one, curling. I think I could do that. That'd be fun to learn.
Conlan, you got any?
Excuse me, probably the biathlon. So the cross country skiing.
Oh yeah, I actually thought of that whenever I was watching it the other day. I was like, I think Conlan can do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that cross country skiing is basically just who can outwork the other people.
It tires you out.
Yeah.
I've cross country skied before. You go like a mile and you feel like you're dead.
Yeah, and then with I'm just a great shot, so I don't miss.
I got nothing for you boys.
No,
I got nothing.
You can't skate. Okay.
I know. Okay, so if we're going at when we like, if I could started skating when I was young, it would be speed skating. I think speed skating's phenomenal to watch.
What about hockey?
Hockey, yeah, hockey would be number one. I wasn't even thinking about hockey, but yeah, speed skating would be number one. I've skied a few times. That seems like something I could if I worked really hard at a young age, I could probably figure that out.
Like when we went skiing, we rode up with on the lift. We rode up with like a 10-year-old who's doing like going up there practicing doing these racing, like sit on. They had like a little track for I don't know what it was, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to compete at Vail next weekend. We're practicing here."
Oh my
And they're
god.
like, "Yeah, we like it icier because you can go faster." I'm like, "Geez,
Jeez.
this guy's 10 years old and he's flying down the mountain." But like you look
Yeah,
at him and he looks like a pro. It's crazy.
yeah, you might have met a future Olympian right there.
Yeah, should have got his autograph.
Do you have any like analysis or anything you've seen this
Who,
week?
me?
Yeah, or anybody, either of you guys.
I haven't really got a chance to watch any Olympics like at all. Probably will this weekend, but
Yeah, I know the men's big air skiing was crazy. They were doing a lot of rotations. It was really, and they're all landing. It was pretty cool.
Even though it's all amateurs coming in for hockey, I'm really looking forward to watch that. I watched the Canadian women's team the other night, and then I've watched a little bit of the men's games last night as well. So even though it's amateur hockey, it's not McDavid coming over here and playing. It's still fun to watch.
I'm
Yeah, but
excited to watch the Jamaican bobsled team.
They dominate like every time.
I don't know if they dominate. They just make it to the Olympics.
I know.
But I don't know if I said this last episode or just told you about this video of them all in the Olympic, like wherever they're staying. They're like playing music and they're all like, it's like a video of them and all their whole team. It's like 4 of them on the team and they're all just like dancing. And I'm like, they'd
That's
be like
awesome.
the life of the party.
That's awesome. Were you saying something, Conlan?
yeah, just back to the hockey. Even though the U.S. and I guess the NHL isn't sending over Olympians, there's still a lot of really good athletes, especially because most professional hockey players that are U.S. Canada born are playing in the NHL, but still a lot of the other like European countries and Russia, they have professional leagues as well, and a lot of guys are good enough to play in the NHL, but just they decide to play over in Russia or whatever it may be. So I think Russia's definitely going to win the gold medal. But it should still be exciting hockey.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Ice 2.0 USA.
But yeah, do you guys have any other off or non-sports topics to talk about?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
about
I had two on
you,
here.
AJ?
What about your news for this week?
My news. Talk about the tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a tattoo coming up here on my forearm. Something that my mom has been this next week. It's either going to be during the week or on the weekend. But it's in my mom's handwriting. Something that'll mean a lot moving going down the line. I understand. I know Zach's going to probably make a point about how like when you're old they look terrible and all that stuff, and all saggy. But it's just something like when my mom has passed, like hopefully long from now, in her handwriting it's going to be pretty unique. I know
How do
for
they
a
do that?
fact.
Does your like mom like write it down and then they trace it or something?
Yeah, they trace it. Yeah, she's gonna write it down like a piece of paper. We bring it in and then they trace it.
How big are you gonna get it?
I don't know. For the YouTube viewers, probably like
Is it gonna be like
it's
Matt
gonna
Holliday's tattoo?
no, and it's definitely not on the top of my forearm. It'll be on
It's
the
like
inside.
on the inside.
Yeah.
Should get on
It'll
your
be- it'll-
bicep.
But yeah, it'll cover most of the forearm. But yeah, it'll just be like a line of writing. So nothing too big. I do want a half sleeve eventually, but I'm not going to go get a half sleeve before I get this because I got to get ready and prepared for it a little bit.
All right, I'm
yeah.
okay. I'm okay with this one because it's like something. Because usually it's like you don't want something if you're not gonna like it in like the rest of your life. Like that, I think you will.
Yeah.
But like, don't get the half sleeve. Don't get it.
The
See,
half sleeve's a lot. Yeah,
I don't love tattoos. You asked me this before we got on air. I don't like them. I never get one because I don't trust myself to get something that Like there's nothing that I can think of that really means that much to me that I want it like actually on my body
I'll get your name on my body,
forever.
Conlan, if you get my.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
There's your bet for tomorrow.
Bachelor, that's your
Oh
bachelor
God,
party.
no. Yeah, we'll get
Getting matching
tattoos of each other's
tattoos.
names.
Yeah. But I think if anyone could pull off a half sleeve, it would be you, AJ.
Because you have a beard.
Let's go.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But all I gotta say, Jay, is after a while your half sleeve is not gonna look as good on after your
It will not.
muscles you're not as ripped.
I know. The half sleeve. That's like talk for a whole nother episode. There's a lot of meaning going into that one too. That'll make me not regret it.
That'll take a long time too. And
Yeah.
are you
it's also gonna
planning
hurt
on
a
doing
lot,
it
too.
slowly?
I plan on getting it hopefully like all around the same time. But also money plays a huge factor into something like that too. But yeah, I
What
want
about like a necklace instead?
A tattoo of a necklace?
No,
Yeah,
just
you've
get a
seen those
necklace.
before?
Just get like a gold chain
I could. What would it have?
or a
I asked my
bracelet.
dad this. I asked my dad this the other day. What would it take for you to get a tattoo?
I would not get one.
Like if somebody was like filthy rich, and this is what I told my dad. Somebody's filthy rich, and they come to you and they say, "Hey Zach, here's $2 million to get a tattoo." You taking it?
Do I get to pick the size and where?
You don't. Yeah, sure.
I'll put a dot on the bottom of my foot.
It's got to be showable.
Showable. Yeah, no.
Yeah. $2 million. You're not getting a tattoo.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's nothing. I don't know if I would regret getting it. No.
I would get anything. I don't care what it was. I would get it for. I'd do it for $20. $2 million. Yeah, I'd get a tattoo. I'd get a Mike Tyson tattoo for $2 million.
Would you really?
I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about it.
There you go.
Dude, $2 million, you're set for the rest of your life, though.
Not on your face though.
Maybe
on like the back of my shoulder.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I look forward to it. Something my mom and dad hate tattoos, and I wanted to get it in her handwriting so it's more meaningful. So I like had to wait till she was like finally like, yeah. So I got my mommy's permission.
What are you gonna do if she just never writes it down on the piece of paper? That's gonna be her defense.
So the thing is, she's been like practicing. She has really good handwriting. She's been like practicing writing this over the years because she knew I was going to get it. And she always made an excuse of why, when I was like 14, I came up with this idea when I was like 12, and she literally wrote it on my arm when I was 14 to see what it would look like. So but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
The only thing I've ever considered is getting like a mountain range like here, like the inside of my bicep.
Yeah,
I never do it, but or I told all my roommates actually. I said if we got matching tattoos, I would get a tattoo of the Notre Dame logo, put it right on my ass cheek. And I said that's the only way I would get a tattoo. So I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see.
That's
AJ,
awesome.
you should get like a tattoo like Hannah on your neck.
Oh my gosh.
I went to trivia the other day, and our waiter had just Dan right on his neck. I'm like, is that your name or is that someone else's name? I'm like, it's the story behind that. But yeah, it's my roommates. The ball is in your court. If you want to get matching like leprechaun tattoos, let me know.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta let us know if you get that one on your butt cheek there.
I will. We'll do.
You can show us on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the YouTube viewers.
Yeah, you guys want to see where I put it? Yeah. And then I guess it's Valentine's Day weekend, guys, and I know both of you are in a fairly serious relationship, I think. So you guys got big plans?
The fact that we live like 500 miles apart, no. But Kaylee is coming down next weekend, so we'll have some fun then. Exploring. Clemson.
Hannah always wants me to like go out and do more. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. because if I explain it like how I want to explain it, it sounds like I'm a terrible boyfriend.
No,
like I
do
don't
it.
do anything.
You're gonna get
Please.
yourself in trouble.
Please
Yeah,
keep
let's do it.
going.
Do it.
No,
Do it. Do
no,
it.
no, she just always says like she wants like to do things and like go places wherever. But actually
Capital girl.
this yeah, seriously, thank you, Zach. She'll hear that and know that one. Man. But no, she actually told me yesterday that she kind of just because everything's gonna be so busy and stuff that she kind of just wants to chill and like have a movie night and snacks or whatever. So that's probably our plan.
You're gonna be on campus then too, right?
Is it Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on campus. So
You can go to the hill, eat Italian food.
actually, we talked about that for our anniversary in January. So that's actually an idea that we might. I've never been.
Ooh. That's
Conlan,
good.
you've been?
To the hill?
Yeah.
I've been a few times.
You're not a true St. Louis. I can't Louis.
Spit it out.
St. Louis citizen.
Yeah, there you go.
If you have not eaten.
Well, I'll have to try it then.
So
So
good.
Hannah, when you're listening, that's our plan for Valentine's Day. There you go.
You're going to Capitol Grill on a nice dinner.
No, not again. Not for like 10 years.
But the hill, I went in high school with my ex. And I think it was Charlie Gito's. It was good.
That's really good.
And
Yeah,
then
you guys got to give me some options. Like,
I
send
got
me
a
a
bunch off
text
the
of like
top of
3
my
places. Yeah.
Fugazi's.
Antonino's is really good.
Mama's on the Hill is really good.
And then after like freshman year, my friend from up here, my friend goes to the like neighbor school. And so we would always drive back and forth together freshman year. And so we, at the end of the semester, were like, let's get a nice like dinner. And so we went to, might have been Antonino's or Zia's, maybe.
Zia's is really good. I've
Yeah,
been to
they're all really good.
Fugazi's, Charlie Gito's, Mama's on the Hill, and Zia's. Fugazi's to me has the best toasted raviolis. They're so good.
I always get pasta. I've never had anything else.
Oh, I always get pasta too. I just get the toasted raviolis as my appetizer.
Oh, okay.
Are they known for different things? Like, are they like?
I would say Fugazi's kind of. They're known for their toasted raviolis. A lot of them say they're like known for their toasted raviolis because it's a St. Louis thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Fugazi's on their menu, they say home with a frozen fish bowl, which is a huge glass of beer.
Mm.
You get it frozen. I need to try one of
Gotcha.
those.
So when we went out last night, normally don't get a lot at the bars like to drink just because it's expensive. And so my roommate, every time he gets a rum and coke, and so he orders his rum and coke, and as he's ordering it, I'm like, actually, I just like light bulb went off. I'm like, let's just get a pitcher. So I was there with 3 other people, and we get our pitcher, and my roommate had just gotten his rum and coke, and he goes, how much was that? And I'm like, $9. He's like, are you kidding me? You got a whole pitcher of beer for $9? I just paid $8 for my rum and coke. I'm like, oof, that's tough. But yeah, so
Beer is superior.
beer is superior, except the next day, maybe not so much. Yeah, I don't know if anything. I don't have anything else. Other.
What are your Valentine's Day plans, Colin?
Oh man, probably cook myself a nice meal, drink some wine. I don't know.
Watch
I don't have
some
plans.
Valentine's Day movie, a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna watch, AJ, for your movie night?
I have no idea, bro. It's up to her. She'll decide. You said that's a comedy, right? I don't think I've seen that.
Seen what?
Didn't you say Valentine's Day?
I just said you could watch a romantic comedy, like the genre.
I thought you were saying like the actual movie was called Valentine's Day.
There actually is a movie called Valentine's Day. I think I've seen it.
I thought so. Yeah.
I think I watched it with Kaylee. It's not bad. It's kind of funny.
But yeah, we'll see. Might make some plans, might not.
Well, yeah. So I did want to say,
That's updated.
I did want to
Please.
say, like, I posted a video of us or a video of me yesterday, talking about like everybody go check out our channel and stuff, and we actually hit we're at 104 views for episode 4, which is pretty cool.
That's
So
cool.
hopefully they keep going up.
And that's just on
um,
YouTube, right?
Just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool. So
Gotta start
keep
getting the
listening,
merch
guys.
going.
You know what? I had Hannah's sister Hope. I'll shout out Hope. She texted me yesterday and said we should at least have hats right now, so that whenever we're like, it doesn't have to be like here, but whenever like last week, Conlan, you posted a video of you saying everybody go check us out. This week I did it. Like we should have a hat on that has maybe just our logo or a new logo, whatever. Just an idea.
Not bad.
Zach, get Kaylee and Mr. Robinson on this. We could use the Caps embroidery.
The embroidery machine. Me and Conlan in high school, we had in our business class, we were business partners for an embroidery company, Broider Boys. I think we only did like one thing.
I don't even think we made anything. I forgot about that.
That was fun.
Good times. I think we watched like a movie a day in that class. It's kind of nice.
We did a lot of work.
I will say though, guys, I think we're getting much more comfortable with this thing. And I think the episodes have the episodes have gotten better than when we started, for sure.
As you stumble over your words saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, guys, keep listening. Keep spreading the news. Follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe to us there.
Apple Podcast,
Instagram, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we really, I mean, I keep stumbling. I can't say those words together.
AJ's gotten really comfortable with
Yeah.
But we really appreciate all the support, and so yeah, keep spreading the news, guys. We'll see you next Friday when we record.
It was like this close to just break out into song where you like keep spreading the news, just start singing New York, New York.
But yeah, everybody spread the news, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks guys.
See ya.